Hello, welcome to Hustle House Sports. I'm Ricky and this is Chris. Today we are going to be picking our top 5 point guards in the NBA. We're picking the active point guards, not all time, and we have a threshold for the amount of games they had to play, about 35 games. Chris, what do you want to do first? Do you want to do heads or tails? Or do you want to just go first in general?
You could go first if you want, since I went first last.
Alright, I'll go first. I'll go first then.
Yeah, you go first.
So, for my first pick, who I consider to be the best point guard in the NBA right now, is none other than Steph Curry.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were gonna say something else. I was getting ready to get up and leave.
Yeah,
You really dragged that one out.
I did. Okay. Yeah, man, I got
All right.
Steph Curry, man. He's averaging 25.7 points per game, 6.5 assists, 5.2 rebounds. He's the team. Yeah, I mean, Clay's back now too, but before he got there, man was doing it all. You got Draymond, but I mean, take Steph out, you lose all that firepower. Warriors are not who they are without him. So
No.
easy for me. Number one choice. Second, I have Luka Doncic as my second point guard. Second best point guard in the NBA. He is leading the Mavericks. He did what we said because he watches these videos, and he's lowered how much he's scoring. He's been distributing it to Porzingis. Go see our video for top 5 centers, and you'll see where Porzingis ranked on that.
Porzingis, but he's on the Wizards now, though.
I know, but I'm saying like before he got.
Oh,
traded.
yeah.
Yeah. Before he got traded, they figured it out. He was working really well. He was getting his touches, averaging a lot of points, and then good amount of points. And now that he's not there anymore, Luka is still going along, balling out. 27.4 points per game, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. He's almost averaging a triple-double. The dude is on fire. You can't stop him even if you wanted to. The third best point guard I have is Trey Young. 27.8 points per game, 9.3 assists, 3.9 rebounds. He's an up-and-coming addition of Steph Curry. He is going to be all over the NBA once his time comes. You can't stop him. He's a walking bucket. He's Ice Tray. He's got ice in his veins. He's closing out the games like whenever he wants. He closed out the Knicks in the playoffs. Literally waved you guys goodbye for all the crap you were talking to him.
Okay.
Number 5. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting a little bit too excited. Number 4, I have Ja Morant. He has been having a hell of a season. I almost didn't put him in, but I'm like, you know what? Screw it. This man has been flying, dunking on everybody. He's making everyone his kid. Like, he is on fire. Again, he's averaging 27.1 points per game, 6.7 assists, and 5.3 rebounds. He's doing it all. He's all over the court, and not even Rudy Gobert can stop him at the rim. The dude is just dunking on everyone and scoring at will. Now, for my number 5 pick, the 5th best, who I consider to be the 5th best point guard in the NBA as of right now, active with a 35 game threshold, is Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the engine for the Suns. 14.9 points per game, 10 assists, and 4.5 rebounds. You can see he's taken more of that leadership role, distributing the ball. But he can score when he needs to, when he wants to. He's old. He's what, 35 years old now, I think? Right? 35, 36?
I think he's 36. He's 36.
Yeah, and he's still putting up these crazy numbers. I think that it's crazy.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Suns play without him right now, because he's going to be out for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So if they fall off a little bit, and it's just that he hasn't been playing,
It's going to hold more.
That really that validates him. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. But he's the engine of that team. As soon as they acquired him, they got better. Even now, they're playing tremendously. So, top 5. That's my top 5 list, man.
It's the deepest position in the league, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Just to say their name and that's it, really?
Honorable mentions, I have Russell Westbrook. Man, keep averaging triple doubles. Get those clicks, all right? Keep doing your thing, man. You'll be all right.
All right, so my number 1 anyway. So yeah, it's clearly Steph Curry's the best point guard in the league. It's
Mhm.
not even. There's nothing else to say. He's the best shooter all time. Uh, Nothing else to say. He's the best point guard easily. I want to say this though. I don't have Luka Doncic as a point guard, as like a pure point guard.
Okay.
So he's not on my list because I don't have him as a point guard. And James Harden too. I don't have him as a point guard. So, and some people might say, "Oh, these guys are point guards." They might be. They're not for me.
Mhm.
So no Luka and no James Harden. My number 2 is Ja Morant because the Memphis Grizzlies are like third in the West. Like the stats you're saying, he's averaging 27 a game, 6 and 6. And you said Steph Curry is like the engine and Chris Paul is the engine. Ja Morant is literally the engine.
Yes.
And the Grizzlies like are that team that you do not want to play.
They got a lot of grit.
Because like yeah, they really do. And it's like, oh, you think we're just the Grizzlies, like we're no good? Like, all right, we'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when they played against the Lakers, like they were literally all
Yeah.
the Grizzlies were getting in like LeBron's face. They don't care.
They don't.
They do
They're like,
not
all
care.
right, you're here, you're on the court. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to war.
And that their like attitude and their personality of that team comes from Ja Morant. It starts at the
Mhm.
top and goes down. Like everybody plays like him. So he's definitely the second best point guard in the league, I think. Third is Trey Young. And you had Trey Young second, right?
No, I had Trey third.
Oh, because you had Luka.
I had Luka second. Luka
But-
second.
Yeah. The only reason I put Ja ahead of Trey Young is because Memphis is good and Atlanta's not. They're not good.
Sure.
They're barely. I don't think they're even in the play-in. I don't think.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no,
looking
I
up
don't
the
think
stats
so.
I'm looking up the stats right now. Hold on.
they're definitely under 500. But yeah, he's averaging almost 30 points a game and 10 assists. He's like you said, he's like the heir apparent to Steph Curry. He's Steph Curry 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
But he's third best because Ja Morant.
You're right about...
Yeah, they're not in, right? It's
No,
just because of the standings. That's the only reason. If not, Trey Young would be up.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Now I am gonna have 2 guys you didn't talk about at all.
Okay.
The 4th best point guard in the NBA is first-time All-Star Dejante Murray.
Dejante Murray. Okay.
Dejante Murray's the
Yeah.
4th best point guard in the league. 29-9 are his stats. And he guards the best player on the other team every single night. If he learns how to shoot, that 20 points a game, if he learns how to shoot, goes to 30.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he's going
That's
to
fair.
really be a problem. And like I said, because he's super young, I know the Spurs they've fallen off a bit, but Dejante Murray, just remember that name, because when he figures out how to shoot, if he ever figures out how to shoot, it's going to be a problem.
He's gonna be scary. 100%. I
Yeah,
agree. That's
because
good.
he plays defense like none of these guys. Like he will lock these guys up. These point guards, these Ja Morant, Trey Young, he'll lock them up. I won't say Steph because nobody locks up Steph.
You can be in his face, he'll still hit it on you.
Yeah. And number 5 is going to be the most controversial, man.
Okay, who do you got?
It's Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Has
Yep.
he played? Has he played the threshold that we
I-
have?
Here's the thing. I don't know if he has or not. He probably hasn't. But he's going to play the rest of the year.
He's played 15.
and
He's played 15 games, man. He's played 15.
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
He's averaging 25 and 5 and 5 in the point guard.
He's averaging.
He's going to end up playing more games because New York's going to. All right, I don't know if I should have him on there if he's only played 15 games, but like, just people forget about Kyrie, man. That's the thing. Like,
They do
he's
because
legit.
out of sight, out of mind. That's why he's not in the
Yeah.
game. They don't
Listen,
see him. But yeah, I agree 100%. He's a bucket.
Kyrie has
Yeah.
he has more of an argument, in my opinion, than Damian Lillard to be top 75. Kyrie.
Okay.
I know he's like a little crazy or whatever, and he's weird with his whole, he'll get the vaccine when it's plant-based, which that doesn't make any sense. But Kyrie Irving is my 5th point guard. I don't care if that's controversial. He's the 5th best. But listen, point guard is it's the deepest position in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Because for honorable mentions, I literally was like Kyrie or this guy or this guy or this guy. Because I got Chris Paul, I got Drew Holiday, LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, Fred VanVleet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of good players. Yes.
Yeah,
There's
that's why I think that Dejante Murray and Kyrie is like a little controversial, but I'm telling you, Dejante Murray, I wouldn't be mad if he was my starting point guard, man. I'm telling you, he's young,
I would
up
agree.
and coming.
I think even like those other like honorable mentions you had, I wouldn't be upset either if they were. If
It's
they were
it's the deepest position in the NBA, and I think that this is where like some of the best players actually play, which is kind of crazy, and some of the best athletes too, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That the little guys, the quote unquote little guys, are now the ones that are the athletic ones. I don't know.
So now let me ask, because before you said you don't consider Luka as a pure point guard. So what would you consider him as?
I just consider him like a wing. Yeah, like a wing. He's like a small forward to me.
Small forward.
But you know, because don't be fooled by the stats. Like Jokic averages 8 assists a game, but you wouldn't say he's a point guard, right?
No, yeah.
Necessarily just because he's bringing the ball up and the ball's in his hands all the time, that doesn't really mean he's a point guard. He's a playmaker. But, you know, that's not to say that Luka doesn't play the point guard, but here's the thing. He doesn't guard the other team's point guard. Never. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm kind of like, he's not really like a point guard.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
He's too slow. So, yeah. So I put him as a small forward on my list.
Because I did that for James Harden, too. I considered him a shooting guard, so I didn't put him into the
James Harden, though, he, to me, it's a tough one because he actually plays like a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
But his mentality is like shoot first, though.
Yeah,
so
that's why I put him. Yeah.
I think he leads the league in assists, but it's not truly in that sense of like, oh, pass first. It's like, I'm going to try to shoot. Me shooting is the first option. Is the second option, the third option. And when I get double and triple teamed, then I'll pass it.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be wide open, and there's 2 seconds left on the clock, so you have to shoot. And then it's a 50-50 chance if you make it or not, and then I get an assist. So, you know, so he's not really a pure point guard to me, but he does handle the ball. Again, handling the ball doesn't necessarily mean point guard. So
it's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. Chris, do you have any final comments, questions, or concerns about my list or anything?
No, I just think this is the deepest position in the league for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be it. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, please like it and leave a comment if you agree or disagree with our list. And let us know who you would pick if you didn't agree with it. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.